Okay, so now we have resized everything to fit within the window. Now we need to add some movement. So you're going to put zoom ins, zoom outs, and some left to right or right to left movement just to add some visual interest and you can focus on certain images of the image, certain areas of the image by adding movement. You don't have to add movement to everything if you don't want to. Um, okay, so again, I'm going to save. Good practice. Save often. And we're going to use the panel we want effect controls. You may find it up here near your source window. If you can't find it, just go Window, Effect Controls. And it looks like this. I'm going to scroll it this way. And since I have this image selected, that's what's popping up in my effect controls. See, when I click on Jazz 2, it says Jazz 2. Okay, so, and it shows you the duration of this clip. What we want is motion. So I'm going to click this to expand it. And let's kind of scroll. Um, I think I want this one to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to click position and scale. See that kind of, you see how it activates this stopwatch? That's turning it on, and it also put little diamonds here. Those are called keyframes. Keyframes means something has changed. We're telling it, I want it to start right here. You always want the image to fill the frame as much as possible. And I'm going to scroll to the end right here. And I'm just going to hover my mouse. See, it turns to a little finger. And if I click and drag, or let's just go like this and say, I want it to focus on that area of the picture. So now here's what happens. Let's move on. So this one zooms in. This one, let's go to the beginning of it. Position, scale. That one zoomed in. It's nice to kind of change things up. So I'm going to scale this a bit larger. Let's just make this one move. From there, it made my keyframes. Go to the end of that clip, and I'm just going to move it. If I hold shift, it will stay in a straight line. Let's just move it that way. Okay, let's watch it. Home, spacebar. Does it move fast? Yes. The way you can slow that down is by putting your playhead on this keyframe and just moving it this way a little bit. Watch, it kind of slowed down the movement. It's nice to have the same speed. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so let's move to the next clip. Home key. Home key works up here too. Activate the position and scale. This one goes that way. I think I want the opposite for this one, so make sure your playhead is on your keyframes when you move. Watch, we can even, let's go like this. I want this to start on the, kind of on the trumpet. And I'm going to scale it and move it as well, so that as it zooms out, you can see the musician as well. All right, home, spacebar to play. Adding a little bit more visual interest is what we're going for here. Okay. Home. Activate the position and scale. What do we want to do with this one? Maybe we'll make this one start over here. And then we'll go in. And by the time it gets to the end, you can see everything in the frame. All right, hit the home key, let's watch it. Oh, see, they both zoom out. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just going to change these around. Let's just keep the focus. Let's start with these guys. That's right, we wanted to zoom out, so I'm going to shrink it so you can see everything. And then at the end is when, let's zoom in on these guys. Okay, back home. It's a little fast. Remember, we can slow it down. Watch what happens if I don't have these keyframes lined up, the playhead with the keyframes, and I scale it. It made a new keyframe. You can select that keyframe and hit delete. I don't want it to be quite so fast, so. All right, let's watch it again. It could still probably be a little bit slowed down, but I am going to save it and keep going until I've put some kind of motion on every image. And I'll see you in the next video.